nearly a month after a California scientist was fatally shot while camping with his two young daughters. Police are still uncertain about the motive but are actively hunting for the killer. Authorities are also looking into whether 35-year-old Tristan Beaudet's slaying is related to a series of unsolved shootings that have plagued the area around picturesque Malibu Creek State Park over the last 2 years, People confirms. Right now there are a lot of unknowns, says Los Angeles County Sheriff's Lieutenant Rodney Moore. Beaudet's death, which prompted a $5,000 reward from the Malibu City Council, rattled campground regulars who have enjoyed the park's relative safety, close proximity to LA and tranquil hiking trails. The young father, who worked as a researcher at Allergan, a pharmaceutical company, was camping with his 2- and 4-year-old daughters at the park while his wife, Erica Wu, a resident in obstetrics and gynecology at the University of California, Irvine, stayed home to study for an upcoming exam. The couple was preparing to relocate to the Bay Area, but those plans were upended when Beaudet, described by one friend as a rare combination of unrestrained kindness and refined competence, was found fatally shot in the head inside his tent in the early morning hours of June 22, authorities said. His daughters were in the tent with him but were uninjured. Who killed Beaudet, and why, remain key questions without answers. Because the shooting occurred around 4 a.m. as other campers slept, authorities have no suspect description. As for motive, Lieutenant Moore says, I couldn't even begin to guess. For more on the murder in a California campground and details from the case, subscribe now to People. Pick up this week's issue, on newsstands Friday. A history of gunfire after the homicide. Police began investigating 7 unsolved reports of gunfire in the area outside of the park over the previous 2 years. One of the shootings involved a man whose car was allegedly hit by gunfire as he was driving 4 days before Beaudet was killed. Cece Woods, the editor and owner of the local Malibu, a local news website, told People. In November 2016, the Los Angeles Times reported that James Rogers was sleeping overnight in a hammock in Tapia Park, just south of Malibu Creek, when he was struck in the right arm by birdshot from a shotgun. And last week, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department responded to 2 new reports of possible shots fired near the park. According to Sheriff's spokeswoman Nicole Nishida, the shots were heard on July 9 at approximately 1 a.m. and July 12 at approximately 10 p.m. near Las Virgenes and Piuma Roads, southeast of the park. Nishida says deputies were unable to find any evidence of any shots fired, however. So far, authorities have not found any definitive link to Beaudet's killing and previous gunfire in the area. The shooting of Beaudet, a doting dad who loved cooking and microbrews and who was happiest out in nature with his family, has left his loved ones reeling. It's absolutely tragic that somebody as good as him had this happen to him, friend Brian Chen tells People. He was one of those people who you're really sure are going to do really well in life, and you hope that they do, says college friend Trip Floyd. They're very agreeable, you like them, they're very good at everything. If you could pick out someone that you think is going to do well in life, you hope that they do well in life. Tristan would be one of those people. Anyone with information on Beaudet's murder or other shootings at Malibu Creek State Park should contact the Homicide Bureau of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department at 323-890-5500 or Crime Stoppers at 800-222-8477.